So last class we have seen that as per the economical consideration, what are the various advantages of electrical power transmitted at high voltage. Okay, so we will move in the syllabus once. That is what the comparison of conductor cost for various overhead AC transmission system. As we know that we have seen that 10 different supply scheme of overhead AC transmission system. Okay, into that we have seen that the load current required, line losses, area cross section, and volume of conductor material required. Okay, by numerical problem basis and formula basis, we can conclude that which overhead AC transmission system required the more conductor cost. As per their formulas, we can conclude that. Okay, so by seeing that table which I have given to you, that is what the different supply scheme. Okay, so refer that table to compare that one. Okay, so see over here, in case of the two wire DC system with one conductor earthed, okay, the value for the K. This one is what the reference value, okay. In case of two wire DC system with the midpoint earthed, it is K by 4. Means what? The volume read. Keep in mind one thing, the volume of conductor material required is more. Means what? Its cost will be higher. बघा समजतंय का बघा की जर व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टर मटेरियल रिक्वायर्ड जर मोर असेल ऑब्विसली त्याची कॉस्ट पण जास्त असेल बरोबर की नाही मग आपल्याला व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टर रिक्वायर्ड याचं कंपॅरिझन करायचंय टू आर डी सी सिस्टम विथ वन कंडक्टर आर्थड ओके मग आपल्याला कळेल की कोणती सिस्टम कॉस्टलियर आहे ठीक आहे म्हणून हा मी टेबल इथं कंपॅरिझनसाठी घेतलेला आहे फर्स्ट केसमध्ये बघा व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टर मटेरियल रिक्वायर्ड के आहे त्याची व्हॅल्यू आपण जसं एक्झाम्पल मध्ये पाहिलं होतं की 100 आहे ठीक आहे सेकंड केसमध्ये बघा के डिवायडेड बाय 4 आहे व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टर मटेरियल रिक्वायर्ड ओके 100 डिवायडेड बाय 4 मीन्स व्हॉट 25 ओके मग व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टर रिक्वायर्ड इन केस ऑफ 2 RDC system with midpoint earthed will be a 25 means what definitely the conductor cost required for the second case with compared to first case it will be lesser or the smaller with compared to first case okay similarly we have to compare each and every supply scheme with the first case okay so see over here in the next or third case uh, 15 by 16 into k to calculate 100 into 5 divided by 16 what is the value for this one anyone tell me 500 divided by 16 how much 31.25 meter cube okay so it is found that volume of conductor required for the third case is 31.25 it is greater than second case but it is lesser than that of the first case so the conductor cost required for the third case it will be a lesser as compared to first case समजतंय का बघा is it clear to one and all on the basis of formulas and taking as per our convenience I have taken in first case volume of conductor required is 100 meter cube okay so cost of the conductor material required is proportional to the total amount of material required yes or no म्हणजे जेवढं व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टर मटेरियल रिक्वायर्ड असेल त्याच्याच बरोबर त्याची कॉस्ट असेल बरोबर की नाही त्या बेसिसवरती आपण इथं कंपॅरिझन करतोय की आम्ही फर्स्ट केसमध्ये 100 मीटर क्यूब एवढं व्हॉल्यूम कन्सिडर केला आणि त्या केसला कन्सिडर करूनच पुढं नेक्स्ट केस सेकंड आणि थर्ड केसमध्ये आपण व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टर रिक्वायर्ड काढलं सेकंड केसमध्ये 25 आलं थर्ड केसमध्ये 31.25 आहे याचं मिनिंग असं आहे की व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टर रिक्वायर्ड सेकंड आणि थर्ड केसमध्ये लेस आहे विथ कम्पेअर टू फर्स्ट केस मग डेफिनेटली त्याचं कंडक्टर कॉस्ट पण कसं असेल लेसर असेल बरोबर की नाही विथ कम्पेअर टू फर्स्ट केस समजते का यस यस इज इट क्लिअर टू वन अँड ऑल यस Yes, anybody tell me how you
Yes,
got
sir.
the idea how it will be comparison between the conductor cost? Yes, yes, anyone tell me how you got the idea how the conductor cost for the different AC transmissions supply scheme will be compared? Yes, tell me. सिंपल गोष्ट आहे की आपण कंपॅरिझन त्याच्या व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टर मटेरियल रिक्वायर्ड याच्याच बेसिसवरती आपण ती करणार आहेत. ठीक आहे. जेवढं व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टर रिक्वायर्ड मोर असेल तेवढीच त्याची कंडक्टर कॉस्ट असेल. बरोबर की नाही? हा पॉइंट मेन लक्षात ठेवून आपण नेक्स्ट केसमध्ये कंपॅरिझन करतोय. ठीक आहे. बघा फोर्थ केसमध्ये बघा आता ही एसी सप्लाय स्कीम सुरू होतीये. म्हणजे आपण इथं पॉवर फॅक्टरला कन्सिडर करणार आहोत. ठीक आहे. कॉस फाय हा पॉवर फॅक्टर आहे आणि त्याच्यासाठी आपल्याला कन्सिडर करायचं आहे की 0.85 हा लॅगिंग पॉवर फॅक्टर आहे. ठीक आहे. येस. So 0.85 value for the power factor. Okay. So calculate the volume of conductor required for the fourth case. If the value of K is 100. Calculate. Yes. हे पहा जोपर्यंत तुम्ही करत नाहीये तोपर्यंत त्याला काही मिनिंग राहणार नाहीये. ठीक आहे. कॅल्क्युलेशन करा. सिंपल कॅल्क्युलेशन आहेत. येस. Have you got the idea how to calculate it? Yes. Calculate the value of conductor material required, sorry, volume of conductor material required for the fourth case. If the value of K is equal to 100, calculate it. I have given that value for the power factor, cos phi is equal to 0.85 lagging. Okay, lagging doesn't mean for the calculation. Okay, so calculate it fast. Yes. Calculate the value. Yes, anybody tell me what is the value for this one? Okay, yes, tell me anyone. Roll number 37. Tell me.
276.8.
So why you people are going to wait for that asking to particular roll number? If you got the answer, tell me. If it is wrong or if it is incorrect, it is a latter matter. Okay, latter one. So you have to reply me. Yes. How much you have got?
206.8.
How much?
276.81.
Okay. So do the comparison between or with first case. Tell me what you will get the idea. Yes. Definitely in case of fourth, the volume of conductor required is more than that of the first case. So the cost of conductor required in fourth case will be higher one. Yes or no? Same way we have to take the comparison with the first case for the all forthcoming up to 10th case. Okay. So for the fifth case, calculate the value for volume of conductor required if the value of K is equal to 100 and cos phi is equal to 0.85. Calculate it. How much you have got? Tell me anyone. Yes. Calculate. 100 divided by 2 into cos square phi. Put the value of cos phi. and get the value of cos square phi. Yes. Calculate. So tell me what is the value for the fifth case? Yes.
138.40.
1. Speak loudly, please. Yes. How much you have got? Tell me.
138.40.
138.40.
40.
Okay. So do the comparison with first case. What is your conclusion? Tell me. Yes. Tell me what is your conclusion? Yes. What is your conclusion, Shem? Compare with first case and tell me what is the conclusion. Yes, tell me. Roll number 36. Yes, roll number 36 is there or not? Yes. Who is Gauri Patil? Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
What's your roll number?
14.
So name it as 14. Afterwards, you should write your name, because of while filling the attendance, it will be a problematic. Okay. So tell your
Okay.
conclusion. How much you have got the volume of conductor required for the fifth case? If the K equal to 100 and cos phi is equal to 0.85. Tell me. Roll number 14. Yes. How much? Yes, tell me. Yes, roll number 14. Yes. Yes, how much you have got? Yes. Roll number 14 is there? Yes, tell me. Roll number 21. What is your answer? Yes, simple calculation. You have to do that one. Yes, tell me. Yes. Tell me. Yes, how much? Yes. Roll number 36, tell me. Roll number 32. Yes. Roll number 29. Shirsagar Prashant. Tell me, what is your answer? Yes. Yes, roll number 21. What is your answer? Yes. All values are available. Yes. K is available, cos phi is available. Just you have to calculate and compare with first case. What is your answer or what is your conclusion? Yes. Roll number 18. Yes, tell me. Yes. Am I audible? Roll number 16. Yes. Yes, tell me. Roll number 15. So, as per the time consideration, okay, do the same calculation and compare with first case. Then you will get the idea, the comparison between the conductor cost of various AC transmission schemes. Okay. So, in 6 case also we have to compare it 7, same, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And compare it with the first case for the all remaining cases. Okay. Up to 10th. So next we will see the comparison of conductor material in underground system. Okay, this already part is covered. That's why I'm going to fastly. Okay, the comparison of conductor cost in various overhead AC transmission system. Okay, so just put the value of K and cos phi in different cases and compare with first case. If the volume of conductor required is more, indirectly the cost of that case, cost of conductor required in that particular case will be either less or higher with compared to first case. Okay, just compare with first case and do your or get your conclusion. Okay, so the comparison of conductor material in underground system, as we know that in conductor material in underground system, using the multi-core belted type cables are generally used. Okay, the cheap stress on the insulation is usually between the conductors. Under such a situation, comparison is made on the basis of maximum voltage between conductors. Okay, I think all of you familiar about that underground system, or by using a cable we are going to transmit our electrical power. Okay, so construction of cable, I think you people know that one. Okay, so the in case of underground system, the main stress will come on the insulation of a cable. Okay, so that we have to do the comparison on the basis of maximum stress on conductors. Okay, so we have to made some assumption before doing that comparison. Okay, so as we know that insulation stress on the insulation in case of underground system is basically depends upon the voltage. Okay, either it will be in a overhead system or in underground system. The main uh, thing is that the insulation properties changes with different voltage levels. Okay, means what voltage level changed means what insulation properties will going to change. Okay, so in case of underground system we have to do the comparison um, for that one. Okay, before that one we have to make some assumption. Okay, so first assumption is that the same power, that is what the active power P, is transmitted by each system. Okay, next, second assumption, the distance L over which power is transmitted is remain the same. Okay, remain same in the sense, as per our consideration, if we doing the comparison for the various underground system, that all system under comparison must have the same length or a distance. Okay, so second assumption is the distance in meters over which power is transmitted is remain the same. Okay, म्हणजे आपण जो काही कंपॅरिझन करणार आहोत अंडरग्राउंड सिस्टमचं, त्यांची टोटल लेंथ ही सगळ्या सिस्टमची सेम असली पाहिजे. ठीक आहे. द लाईन लॉसेस विच इज मेजर्ड इन वॅट आर द सेम इन ईच केस. ओके, लाईन लॉस जसं की आपण ओव्हरहेड सिस्टम मध्ये पण पाहिलेलं आहे की लाईन लॉस I square R. ओके, लोड करंट चा स्क्वेअर इंटू रेजिस्टन्स ऑफ कंडक्टर्स. Okay, line loss are the same in each case. Okay, next, the maximum voltage between conductors is the same in each case. Okay, maximum voltage between the conductors, so remember that Vm, that should be same for each case. Then and then only we can do the comparison between the underground system. Okay, so next, as we know that in DC system, underground system, again it is divided into two types, DC system and AC system. Okay, similar to that of the overhead system, overhead system also divided into two types, DC supply system and AC supply system. Okay, similarly underground system is divided into two types, DC system and AC system. Okay, so DC system, once it will be a two wire DC system. Okay, similar to that of the overhead transmission system. Okay, so see over here, two wire DC system where Vm is the maximum potential difference between the conductors. It will also be the working voltage in this case. Okay, Vm is the potential difference between the two conductors. Okay, two wire DC system, so there will be a potential difference between these two wire will be Vm. Okay, so remember that, and the load current will be I1. Okay, so load current we can easily calculate P by Vm. Okay, similar to that of the overhead system. The same formulas will be there for the load current and line losses and volume of conductor material required. Okay, so see over here, the load current I1 is equal to P by Vm and line losses W is equal to 2 into I1 square into R1. Okay, 2 because of two conductors are there. Okay, so carrying the same current means what? That should be multiplied. Having the same length means what? They should have the resistance also same. So it is multiplied with the 2. Okay, so line loss will be 2 in, sorry, W is equal to 2P square OL divided by A1 into Vm square. Okay, A1 is nothing but what? Area cross section of the conductors once, same as that of the overhead system. Okay, A1 is equal to 2P square OL divided by W into Vm square. Okay, next, the volume of conductor material in underground system required, which is equal to what? 2 into A1 into L. Okay, L is length of the system, okay, or the length of transmission system, similar to that of the overhead system. The volume of conductor required in case of 2-wire DC system, 4p square OL square divided by W into Vm square. Say it is K. Okay. Same as that of the overhead system. Okay. This volume will be taken as the basic quantity and comparison shall be made for other system. Okay. In a overhead system, we have seen that a 2-wire DC system with one conductor earthed is used as a reference supply scheme. Okay, by comparing various supply scheme with the first case, that is what 2-wire DC system with one conductor earthed, we have compared all the remaining supply scheme with the first case. Okay, so in this case also means what, in this underground system also we have to consider a 2-wire DC system as a reference. Okay, so comparison will be made with first case. Okay, that is what the 2-wire DC system. So see over here, the volume of conductor material required in underground system for 2-wire DC system is K is equal to 4p square OL square divided by W into Vm square. Okay, so next case, 2-wire DC system with midpoint earthed. Okay, same as that of the overhead system. Okay, see over here, the volume of conductor required K, 3-wire DC system. Okay, similar to that of the overhead system, the formulas for this one is also same. Okay, so the 3-wire DC system, the maximum voltage between the outers means what, the between the three conductors, we can say that Vm. Assuming the balanced load, the current through the neutral wire will be 0. Okay, so in case of 3-wire DC system, the junction point is extended and it is connected to form another third wire, that is what, the neutral wire. Okay, so the voltage between the two outer conductors, okay, that is what, Vm. So see over here, the load current I3 P by Vm, line losses W is equal to 2 into I square R3. Okay, so assuming the area cross section A3 will be 2p square rho L divided by W into Vm square. Okay, so assuming the area cross section of neutral wire to be half of that of the either outers. Okay, same assumption we have to made over here as similar to that of the overhead system. Okay, so the area cross section required for the neutral wire in case of 3-wire DC system is exactly half of that of the outer wires. Okay, outer wires. Next, volume of conductor material required 1.25 into K. Okay, 1.25 into K, similar to that of the overhead system. Hence, the volume of conductor material required in underground system is 1.2 times that of the required of 2-wire DC system. Same formulas are there. Okay. Next, AC system. Am I audible? Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Single phase 2-wire AC system. Okay, see over here, similar to that of the overhead system. The voltage between the conductor is Vm, therefore RMS value of the voltage is Vm by root 2. As we know that the maximum value between the two conductors is given. Means what, we have to find the RMS value of voltage for the calculation purpose. Okay, so divide with root 2, we will directly get the RMS value for the voltage. Okay, so assuming the power factor of the load to be a cos phi. Okay, so see over here, the load current will be I4 is equal to P by Vm into, Vm by root 2 into cos phi. Okay, since we know that in case of single phase system, the active power P is equal to what? Vrms Irms into cos phi. Okay, so the load current I4 will be P by, okay, by rearranging that above equation means what, P is equal to Vi cos phi. Okay, where V and I are RMS values. Okay, so that the terminal voltage or the conductor maximum voltage between the conductors should be converted into a RMS value. Okay, so I4 is equal to P by Vm divided by root 2 into cos phi. Okay, so finally we can write like this: root 2 into P divided by Vm into cos phi. Okay, line loss will be 2 into I4 square into R4. Okay, area cross section calculated. You will found that area cross section required for this one 4p square royal divided by w into vm square cos square phi. Okay, volume of conductor required 2 into k divided by cos square phi. Okay, same as that of the overhead system. Hence the volume of conductor material in underground system required for this system is 2 by cos square phi times that of the required in 2-wire DC system. Okay, next single phase 2-wire system with midpoint earthed. Okay, so see over here, load current I5 calculated as per the previous procedure. Okay, I5 is equal to root 2 into P divided by Vm into cos phi. Okay, where Vm means what, the maximum value of the voltage. Okay, cos phi is nothing but power factor. Okay, calculate the line losses. Okay, next area cross section, volume of conductor material required. Okay, 2k divided by cos square phi. Okay, next comparison of overhead and underground AC transmission system. Okay, after studying the all supply scheme in the overhead system and underground system, okay, we have made some conclusion that is enlisted in table. Okay, so comparison of underground and overhead cables, or we can say that systems, parameters, overhead and underground. Okay, system cost. In case of overhead system, the system cost is low. In case of underground, it will be higher one. Okay, because of the various parameters, like the manufacturing of cables, laying of the cables require the highly skilled person. That is excavation cost will be there. Okay, so system cost in case of underground system is higher one. Safety, overhead system is less safe with compared to underground system. Okay, possibility of expansion is easy. Possibility of expansion in case of overhead system, it is easier than that of the underground system, because of we can easily make the expansion in overhead system, but in underground system it is somewhat difficult. Okay, size of the conductor for the same capacity, in case of overhead system it will be a small with compared to underground system. Okay, fault detection, as we know that overhead system it is easier than that of the underground system. Okay, suitability for the long distance, overhead system can be used for a long distance. Okay, without any problem, but underground system it is somewhat difficult with compared to overhead system. Okay, prominent line parameters. Okay, in case of underground system it is capacitance, I think in this case inductance. Okay, in case of overhead system the prominent line parameter inductance, and in case of underground system it will be a capacitance. Okay, next appearance. In case of overhead system it is non aesthetic, and in case of underground system it is aesthetic. Okay, this is the some comparison point between the underground and overhead AC transmission system. Okay, so next part is economic choice